Let's talk about what makes Morissette, Aicelle, Christian, and Sam's performance of Here Comes the Sun, Fireworks, and Million Dreams so awesome. Hi, I'm Dr. Mark, and I'm going to help you sing and perform more like the top artists around the world. I'm a professional voice teacher, performance coach, and opera stage director. I've helped thousands of singers around the world learn the techniques and methods that got the top singers to where they are. I've never seen this video before, so I'm not sure if this is going to turn into a 3-part series or if we're going to do it all in one. I'm excited to see what makes these performers so awesome.
Baby, you're a firework. Come on, show 'em what you're worth. Make 'em go, oh, 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 as you shoot across the sky. You don't have to feel like a waste of space.
Okay, we can hear it here. Realize he is not showing as much teeth, right? So that makes it so the sound is a little more muted, not necessarily in a bad way. It's a little softer. It's got, for lack of better words, more rounded edges. It isn't as bright. If we're playing with a huge band behind us, it wouldn't stand out quite as much. This is a sound that we'd expect more with more calm music, acoustic music, jazz, smooth jazz type of stuff, right? It's got this warmer, softer type of sound to it. So what you'll notice here is that you're not seeing tension. You're not seeing any big strain or stress here. You're not seeing any push, signs of pressing the air up here. You're not seeing him really strain in the jaw or mouth. He's keeping it really relaxed. Cool. It's a sign that he's singing really easily and not forcing anything. He's trusting his technique. Cool.
Original cannot be replaced. If you only knew what the future holds. After a hurricane comes a rainbow. Maybe your reason why all the doors are closed, so you could open one that leads you to the perfect road.
Notice the quality and the color of the voice is much brighter. If you were thinking about it, it'd have a more consistent, layered harmonic overtone series up above the fundamental frequency, that if we were with a brighter band, there's more percussion behind it or something like that, it'd probably stand out and we'd hear it a little easier. Is that good or bad? No, just different colors, different sounds, different timbres. I also want you to pay attention to these two gentlemen because it's easier to see what's going on with their larynx. Watch this Adam's apple here. You're going to notice that the quality and timbre of their sound is also influenced with where this Adam's apple is sitting. If it's sitting really high, you're going to notice there's a brighter, kind of lighter timbre that's going to make it sound higher than it would if that larynx was lowered. Even if the pitch didn't change at all, it's going to sound like this higher timbred sound, high larynx. It's going to sound a little more warmer, richer, darker with that lower larynx. Just think about if you had an acoustic guitar and it was big and full-size guitar versus a half-size guitar, a little kid's guitar, right? The bigger guitar is going to sound richer, fuller, and the smaller one's going to be a little brighter, a little tinier. There's times when we would use those different sounds and qualities for different reasons because they give us different effects. Again, not trying to suggest good or bad, just trying to suggest that the voice has so many different colors and options available to us that in a time like this where we get to compare back to back all these different singers, it's cool to see it as this big color palette and see how they get those colors so that if we want to make that same sound to get that same color, we have that option in front of us.
Like a lightning bolt, your heart will grow, and when it's time you'll know, you just gotta ignite the light and let it shine.
Question. If you're just watching that, who are you watching more? Who are you more empathetic towards? And who do you like better by watching them? I think if we were to poll people, we'd have widely different answers. And they'd reach different audiences for different reasons. Why? Because one of them looks a little more melancholy, a little more sad. Some people are going to feel more empathetic and relate to that more. Other people are going to gravitate towards the energy and the brightness and buoyancy when there's more smile and more lift and more energy behind it. Different audiences, different people. What we need out there is a variety of different performers who have different vibes, different feelings, different ways of going about expressing themselves. And what I love when people collaborate like this is that it brings different audiences together so that they can learn to enjoy all of it.
The night, like the 4th of July. 'Cause baby, you're a firework. Come on, show 'em what you're worth. Make 'em go, oh, 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 as you shoot across the sky. Baby, you're a firework. Come on, let your colors burst. Make 'em go, oh, oh, oh. You're gonna leave 'em falling down.
So if you're sitting there going, well, I don't know which one's right and which one's wrong, which one's has good technique and bad technique, we could go into that and try to argue it. But the crucial point that I hope you're looking for, whether if you're really obsessed about whether it's right or wrong, is are you seeing any strain or tension here in their neck, their jaw, in their face that doesn't belong with expression? No, it all looks actually pretty relaxed, pretty comfortable. Could we adjust things and tweak them? Maybe. I don't know. We'd have to see if they came in here and I could get a baseline and really see what their anatomy's doing and stuff like that. But the key is, no, as an audience, we're not seeing anything that looks like tension or stress that makes us concerned for them, right? They just look like relaxed, expressive guys sharing the story, saying what they got to say. So that's good. That's a good sign. There's nothing that's distracting us and making us concerned for it. On the flip side, they're also doing things that are engaged, that show that they aren't just emotionally neutral, or that they're just not doing a single wash, that they mean what they're saying. So that's what we're looking for. That's what we care about most. Even though they're just standing there, there's nothing elaborate in terms of sets or lights or costumes even. They're pretty simple and straightforward, but it's still engaging because they're being expressive, they're being real, they're being genuine. I think there's a lot of freedom that comes when performers realize that that is really what audiences want most. It's not that they have to do a ton. What they really have to do, and their real challenge, is learning to be open, vulnerable, genuine, and authentic. That's a tall order. It's hard. And that's something that I think every artist is searching for and trying to find. What I would love to hear is comment down below with which singer you gravitated to most by watching and what you think it was about their performance that made you gravitate towards them. Then do the same thing with what you're hearing and which voice you gravitated to the most and why. What I'm not asking here is which singer you think is better or which performer you think is better. It's not a competition of who's better or worse. What it is for you to start identifying what is it that you relate to. What do you connect with? After watching this performance, my day is a little bit better and brighter. I enjoyed watching all of them, and I loved learning from the awesome things that they were doing. Don't forget to click like and subscribe. Comment down below with other things you think I should be reacting to. Love to hear what you have to say. You can check me out at foundyourvoice.com, where you can book a lesson or a session so that we can work together and help you sing easier, or even just speak easier if that's your job. And I can also help you perform more consistently, perform in a way that is more genuine to who you are, and discover ways to engage your audience so that they are changed and become better people and are moved by your performances. You can also check me out on Wizio.com if you want to send me a short video and get my reaction and feedback. Either way, I hope I get to work with you in the future. See you next time.